Hello, hello, hello there, baseball family. 13, 14, and 15, and that looks good. The integrity of my recording looks good. So hey, how are you, folks? Greg back here, Geek Cheese League baseball action. I'll be honest, it's been like a week or more that I've recorded videos. I've been busy with work, and I also do some consulting on the side, and I've been busy with a client's event, which actually, weirdly enough, includes uh, some baseball players. So that's pretty cool that I get to do that. But it's just, a busy time of year for this kind of stuff as I fumble things around here. So I haven't been able to get on here. I haven't been able to record. Actually, I think I missed a post day too, so on YouTube. So I'm catching up, guys. I'm catching up. That's what I'm saying. But right now, that doesn't matter. Here's a look at the bracket. I had to refresh my memory as to like what was going on. We had a lot of good games recently, and this one is going to be perhaps the most intriguing and best game that we've watched. Game 4, I suppose, that we've watched so far. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just lying, but I think it's going to be a good one, and I want to check out the detailed bracket too, just to see, because I believe, I think the Gothams have kind of really held the Regals bats, kept them at bay, and I think that's what we're gonna see right now as we get into it, as the Gorgonzola Gothams visit the Ricotta Regals. We have Wiggins on the bump for the Gothams, and for the Regals we have Rowe. So it's going to take me a minute to get back into this, guys. Holy cow. But this is cool nonetheless. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching this fake baseball content. We are at Stade Royale, the home of the Ricotta Regals. You can see the opening lineups. Contact specialists in the Gorgonzola Gothams versus the Speed Demon Ricotta Regals. Beautiful Stade Royale. I really like this stadium. Stella Rowe on the mound. And Cashton Camacho leads it off for the Gothams. I have no notes prepared. I actually have very little prepared, to be honest with you folks, because I've been busy with other stuff. All right, 2-2, and Camacho hits a base hit up the middle to start off this game. Rowe on the mound for the Regals. And I do believe that she might be actually their bonus pitcher as a long man kind of piece. All right, Campton Anthony in now. And it's a hot shot to Lamb. That's out number 1. And in steps Lizzie Jackson. Catcher only hit 154 in the previous tournament in their 11 games. But look at that. She's having a good start to this series. In this tourney, 500 and a home run and 2 RBIs for the catcher. Goes down on strikes here, though. Rowe is dealing.
Number 28, Arlo Franks.
All right, it brings up Arlo Franks. And what we know about Arlo Franks, what do I always say, is that he is a power hitter, but he is yet, I think he hit 1 home run in all of the tournaments. So it's ridiculous. All right, that was a quick 1-2-3, top of the first. Perhaps 1-2-3-4, actually, top of the first. But we'll go to the bottom half of the frame. Ralph Smith stepping in, looking for his first hit. Like I said, the Gothams have really kept the Regals' bats at bay. Down. Not down on strikes. 96, though, on the gun. And big hook. Uncle Charlie got him swinging. Ava Oliver steps in now. All right, who we got on the mound here? We got Wiggins, right? We got Finn Wiggins for the Gothams. Sporting their all-black unis. Ava Oliver steps in, hitting 300 in the tournament. Looks like the ball high. Wiggins, 0-2 in his previous 2 starts for the Gothams. Batters hit 323 against him. Had a bunch of hits, a bunch of earned runs he gave up. All right, Gary Coleman in now. And that one is hit, but right at Camacho for the final out of the inning. Top of the second we go. 5, 6, and 7 here for the Gothams. Stella Rowe. Let's take a look at her quick. Here's Henry Alvarado. Four-seamer slider curveball. So really 3-pitch pitcher, no frills. Velocity and accuracy are the strong suits. And that one is rocketed, but right at Coleman, out number 1. And steps Michaels. 364 for Michaels on the tournament thus far, and hits that one foul. One and 1 is the count, and got him on the big hook. 1 and 2, and again with the hook. Just got a piece of it. Try to get him to chase the slider outside. And now the 2-2 pitch. Got him down a strikes. Heater, 97. Out. Up and out, I guess. We wouldn't call it up and in. It's up and out. Zeke Bond. So, the Gothams have really, like I said, held the Regals at bay. And I mean, the Regals are a pretty decent team. I think the Gothams are ranked number 2, though. It's the number 2 seed overall in the tournament, so they're just pretty good. They're really good. This is 3-0. They could clinch the series here with a win. As McKenna Mayo steps in. And that one is hit high and is carrying. It's gonna be an out for Anthony. Steps Dickie O'Neill. And that's base hit up the middle here for the Regals. 1 out base knock. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this, so getting back into it. This is Byron Burgess, who I think I mentioned this last time. Kind of looks like my father-in-law. Looks almost identical to my father-in-law. But I believe I mentioned this last time. Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. I forgot it. Down with strikes goes Burgess. It'll come back to me, I'm sure. As Eric Sachs looking. Oh, I was saying that, you know, the Gothams have really stalled these stalled the batters here for the Regals, as that's the final out of the inning. Really stalled the batters for these Regals, but I think also one thing the Regals are battling with is just their pitching has kind of been poor. Last game, they gave up 12 runs. The previous couple of games, 3-4 runs, somewhere around there. So, yeah, their pitching has just been a little roughed up. Well, high and outside for Boldman. Got him down on strikes. Say something though. Stella Rowe looks pretty darn good out there on the mound right at this moment. And that brings up Jacobs, the shortstop. Ooh, boy, that just kind of backdoored itself, didn't it? And with 3 straight pitches and a strikeout for Rowe. That brings up Camacho, who led off the game with a single. I'm really excited to get going on a project that I have in the works for y'all, as Camacho hits one over to Plum. I think this will be Sam Plum's first at bat think. And
Colin
it's Colin Lamb. I think this will be Lamb's or his first at bat. Plum's first at bat. Lamb looks at a ball high and outside. Full count now. And Wiggins works back. Trying to put him away here. The 3-2 pitch. And fouled off again. And again we go 3-2. Little swinging bunt right back to the pitcher. And that is the first out of the inning. And here is Sam Plum. So this is his first at bat. He's the backup catcher, I guess, for them. As that one is hit into right field. So Plum, first at bat, gets his first hit. Plum actually didn't do any. Hit 143 for the Regals in the last tourney. And that brings up Ralph Smith, who's 0 for 1, back to the top of the order as well for the Regal Beagles. I can't wait for my work to be over, this event to be over that I'm going to be a part of. Some, like I mentioned, some Major League Ball players will be there, former Major League Ball players, no real big names, I suppose. Zava Oliver steps in. Last year they did have, oh my gosh, Charlie Manuel, as that's a base hit up the middle. So they're going to hold the runner at third. Now the bases are juiced. And the Regals are threatening. Kerry Coleman steps in, 0 for 1, hitting 200. And Coleman needs to really kick it into gear. She hit 111 in the last tournament too. I mean, she just only played 5 games. Oh, I'm sorry, they only played 5 games. Dude, that's racked and off the wall. Baldwin can't handle it. They kind of had to hold all the runners to see if Baldwin would catch it. They only get 1 run in. And there's the chime. That's Stave Royale signifying Ricotta Regals are on the board. All right. Yeah, Charlie Manuel was there last year. In the past, Tim Raines. I got to meet Tim Raines. That was cool. They always have like a headliner. I miss Joe Madden. Though I've talked to Joe Madden's people, actually. Ooh, Jacobs flips to Alvarado. Can they get 2? They can't. And now the run scores. It's a 2-0 lead for the Regal Beagles. Sticky O'Neal steps in. He's 1 for 1. We got runners at the corners now. 2 outs. We're only able to get that runner at second base. And boy, oh boy, dead meat at second. But the Regals score first. They get 2. Go to the top of the 4th. Tim Raines was great. It was really great to meet. Got to meet some other cool guys. Al Woods, Ray Burris, some old-time players. That one is hit, but right there is Smith. And this is Jackson steps up 0 for 1. This year, I think we're going to be looking at Omar Vizquel, so that's pretty cool. So it's a pretty neat event that I get to work on for my client. Kind of fell bass backwards into it, to be honest with you. That one's jacked, and that is gone. Into the stands in right center field. 429-foot jack for Jackson. Second homer, 3rd RBI of the tournament. Cuts this Regals lead in half. Puts the Gothams on the board. I think I mentioned Jackson. No, Jackson had 1 home run last time. So she's already doubled it. She's doing a hell of a job. This team in at the dish. And that's base hit up through the left side. Again, Arlo Franks should be hitting just taters, but doesn't really do that. Here's Alvarado. high. 1 out here, folks. Runner at first. 1 run in so far this inning for the Gothams. And that one just goes foul down the line. Now the 1-2. Down on strikes. And that brings up Art Michaels with 2 outs. Runner on first. He's 0 for 1. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of a neat little event that I get to do. And that one's fouled away. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. 2-2 now on Michaels. Down on strikes he goes. They strand a runner at first, but they get 1 back. Going to the bottom of the 4th. The Regals still lead it 2-1. 5, 6, and 7 due up now for the Regals in front of a packed crowd here at Stade Royale. Dickie O'Neill leads it off. Wiggins. I don't think we really even talked about him. 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup, standard fare. In Super Mega Baseball 4. That one's fouled away. More of an accuracy kind of pitcher, not the biggest velocity or jump guy. That one is towering shot into center field. Almost didn't have to move, just took a couple of steps back. Anthony Adam played perfectly. And in steps my father-in-law, Burgess, who's 0 for 1. So that's going to be my time. So I've been putting in a lot of hours, been working during the day. 9, 10 hours during the day, and then coming home doing that for the rest of the night, prepping for that. It's a lot of stuff, but we're getting it done. And then tomorrow I'm freed up, and I get to do more of this stuff for you all here on YouTube. And that is ripped. But right there's Anthony. But that was hit hard. But Anthony had played it perfectly again. 7, 8, 9. A lot of offers and Ks right there. Zeke Bond steps in for the Gorgonzola Gothams. They'd like to get something going here. We're in the top of the 5th. With 1 more win, they will advance. But the Regals are trying to keep their hopes alive. And Rohan Baldwin steps up. There's just a lot going on, folks. It's just like a busy time of year. Work is crazy. Deadlines galore. 0-2 on Baldwin. 1-2 on Baldwin. And there's a ball. 2-2. Fouled away. And a base hit up the middle. So Baldwin, the 1-out base knock. And there we go. I've been playing a lot on the... so what I like to do... I'll tell you what I like to do in this. Malachi Jacobs 0 for 1. So what I like to do is I like to... as that one sneaks through the right side. And they're going to hold the runner at second. So 2 on, 1 out, top of the 5th, and that brings up Camacho. 1 for 2, the single. What I like to do is, so in my franchise mode in this game, all right, that chases Rowe from the game, actually. And Daryl Digman comes in. So I play my franchise team. I have been, I will skip ahead and stuff. I'll jump. Sometimes I'll play like a couple series in a row, and then I'll jump a couple series, and then, so it's out number 2 to Burgess. And accepts Anthony. Now 2 on, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. So what I've been doing a lot lately is, building my team, developing the roster, and something's in my eye. He knows what's coming. I haven't really seen that Sign Stealer trait used to its full advantage yet. And then I like the sim games, and I like to watch games. So I've been doing a bunch of that with my franchise team. Down on strikes. Ooh, that was a little inside and maybe a little low. But called out nonetheless. 8, 9, and 1 to up for the Beagles. here in the bottom of the 5th. So I've been doing that a lot. So that's kind of fun. So I'll throw that on in the background as I'm working at night. And my setup is essentially, I should probably give everybody a tour of my office at some point. But it's kind of in shambles now. 1 and 2 to Lamb. That's ball in the dirt. 2 and 2 now. A little slow roller barehanded by Michaels across the diamond. That is out number 1. So it's kind of neat. So I'll have like my laptop and secondary monitors here and stuff. And I don't know. All right, Wiggins is out. Reardon comes in, the southpaw out of the bullpen. 79-mile-an-hour slider. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. That's kind of dirty. 1 and 2. And does that stay foul? No, or stays fair. It just goes foul. 2 and 2 now. Franks fields and tosses to Reardon. Second out. Here's Ralph Smith. Let's see. What are we looking at? Reardon appeared in 5 games for them last time around. The Gothams. Not the greatest strikeout walk ratio. Did give up gave up actually a bunch of hits too. But overall, not too bad.
Number 13,
Oh, man. It's like every time I get a free moment too, I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go take care of that. But, yeah, that's how life goes. All right, top of the 6th now. The Regals are still ahead 2-1, and that one is towering fly ball, but foul. Yes, it gets just in the stands. 2-1. And hit 2 sacks. Hot corner out.
Number 28, Arlo Franks.
Here's Arlo Franks. Again, Arlo Franks, look at his numbers. Look at his power. His power and contact are just off the charts. And then he does stuff like that. He gets well under it, or he just hits a base hit. I don't get it. I don't understand Arlo Franks. Oh, man. Picked a bad time to do this. It's like the afternoon. I got all my stuff done, but I was out in the heat all day. Picked a bad time to record. That is a hot shot into the corner. Fair ball, but I'm going to hold him to a single. Right, that breaks up Michaels. 0 for 2. It's kind of dangerous down there in that right field spot for the for any team that plays here at Stade Royale, just because the low fence. It's very, very short. It's like 314 or something down there. 2-1 now on Michaels. Ooh, almost hit him, but came back. Nice slider there. And that one is tattooed. Does not have the distance, though. Into the deepest part of the ballpark. That weird little notch that's cut out. And it's an out. Very long out. Ava Oliver stepping in. Ava Oliver. S-rated Ava Oliver. We haven't really seen too much out of her, honestly. Like 333, which is, it's good, but who she's supposed to be, I don't know. One interesting thing I did find, folks, when as that's a hot shot right to Anthony at center field. There's Coleman, 1 for 2 single and an RBI. One thing I did realize, and I hadn't seen this used anywhere else actually. Popped up into left field, long run, but Camacho was there. In my franchise mode, I simmed some games and actually watched some games, and I picked up, I guess, a 2-way player at one point, and they came in, and they batted and they pitched as well. And then also I had a pinch runner, and it was one of my pitchers. So that was really cool. I was very geeked up over that. All right. Last licks here for the Gorgonzola Gothams. They only trail by 1. This is an interesting series because the first couple games, not a lot of runs scored. Like I said, I think it was like 3-0, 3-1, 4-0, something like that. Last game, it was like 12-1 or 12 to something. So just a crazy difference. So they used up all their offense, I guess. In this game, not so much. Full count on Bond. Digman delivers. Fouled away again. 3-2. And he walks him. So that's not what you want to do. Gotham send Rohan Baldwin up again. 1 for 2. Single for him. Not any speed whatsoever on the base pass. But that will get something going here in the top of the 7th for the Gothams. Goat Town, the team from Goat Town. They tag, they get the double play. Runner advances to second, to third. So, all right, a lot of things happening here. A lot of things that could happen. Base hit ties this game. Whew. Pass ball ties this game. That is not going to do it. It got well under that. Oliver's there. That is out number 3. And Ricotta Regals stave off elimination with the 2-1 win. Let's take a look at the lines. 1-7-0 to 2-5-0. Out hit, but those big hits early in the game. It's not a lot of offense just in general. 1 walk, 8 strikeouts on the Gotham side. Look at that. Just a smattering of hits throughout. Baldwin had a good game. Home run there, of course, from Jackson. On the Regal side, no walks, 5 strikeouts. And, again, just smattering of hits there. No home runs. I mean, nobody really hit the long ball. So Wiggins will take the loss. Rowe gets the no decision as Digman takes the win. And we go to the top 3 performers. Rowe, Jackson, and then Wiggins. Of course, it was kind of ended up being a pitcher's duel. We did not expect that whatsoever. And I don't want to say I'm a huge nerd, but I do listen to the soundtrack at work. I like the soundtrack. Keeps me going. All right, so with that win, like I said, the Regals stave off elimination, and look at this whole entire side of the bracket. Got 3 and 1 all across the board, and of course these game sets of 7. And let's end it right there, folks. So that's how this how this series plays out. Gonna stop it right here. Thank you so much for watching Geek Cheese and Cheese League Baseball, and we'll be back with some more fake baseball action. Keep subscribing, keep liking those videos. Keep coming back. Now that I'm out of this work crazy mode, gonna have a more regular schedule, and it's gonna be some really fun stuff happening with Super Mega Baseball 4 and our Twitch channel, so check that out as well. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. That's it. Thanks, folks. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.